Doodle-doo, 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 doo-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodly 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 doo doo doo. The McDonald Design Stained Glass Coloring Book 3 for Adults and Gifted Children. Cover is colored by Rosalie Ramsey, a fairy and a half a moon. The pink book. There's the back of the book with samples of what's inside, and this gives you an idea of how the stained glass was colored, and you can take it from there. Take it away. There are 178 pages. They are single-sided. I have a cord shadow here. They're single. I have a lot of cord shadow going on. They're single-sided pages. So divide the 178 in half. 1.17 pounds. We're going to take a look through this book. The book will have the stained glass texture in it, and then I remove the texture and play around with that. That is the difference between this series of stained glass books and the 2021 series that does not have line art. Because over the years, we found that we really just like doing the textures. Even though looking back on it now, I played around with this one because I now have the Fila highlighter gel pens, which are amazing. So before, as I thumb through quickly, since I could not remember what's inside these books, I had to quickly do this, and it's about like less than a minute. Here I use marker because we didn't have the Fila highlighter gel pens or any highlighter gel pens. They are like a lipstick, and they're lovely to color with on regular stuff, but they really work well on the gels. Here's why I really do like the opportunity to color the easy stained glass look and the line art, because she's really stunning. And she's going to be in here quite a few times because I recognize that there are so many different ways to color her. And I wanted to offer the opportunity to be as creative as possible. Do her in blues, do her in yellow, change the color of her wings. Yep, look at those wings. Look at those. Here she's on the black, which is just stunning. And I'll just keep repeating. I never expect anyone to color every single page in these books, and the price of the book would be exactly what it is, whether I give you one chance or many. Same price. My books usually have the name on the spine. All right, I don't know if this one does. Yep, sure does. It's just really hard to read. For that reason, and normally you can actually read the name on the spine, and it makes it easier to find on a shelf. Also, I have grandchildren. They like to color in my books, so the extra pages are like, okay, go ahead. Yeah, you're little, you're 5, you're 4, you're 3, you're 8. But it's okay because I have my pages and I color, and then I let them play around and look at what I did, and then, we color together and get out our books. Not so much at the time of COVID. All right, here I zoomed in on the door because I just found the door to be rather interesting. I thought there'd be so many different ways. I liked her. I liked her a lot. And she said, I think there's quite a few ways of coloring her. So that opportunity is there. And then there she is without the stained glass texture on the black. The seahorse with the stained glass texture in him. Here I just used the Fila green and there's another, I can't think of it right now, but so there's plenty of pages to come back to someday and say, I have something new. I want to try coloring using this. Or this was done in crayon. And one page I did in markers. Or I blended the crayon. Or I did pencil. And then I also suggest that either on the back or down at the bottom, make sure you sign your name and put the year you do it on. But also, to write what you used is nice. It's kind of handy years later. A stained glass door. I just sort of liked it. Without the stained glass, using marker, I like letting it bleed through, and then I like coming through with an ink pen and going around there, which I haven't done, but I do it often. But I also, while I'm coloring, I'm also designing and publishing, and it keeps me very busy. Pretty. The Dragonflies. I got them right. The Dragonflies with some eyeballs. I think I varied this a little bit. It's not quite the same. I changed the light and darkness. And this is the line art with absolutely no stained glass to it. Totally different creature to color. I did put in all of these. That was not done on pen and ink. That's how the book arrives. Look at the bleed through. You just want to take an ink pen and trace around it, outline it. I do. All right, then on the back of the book, I play around with what's in the front and put them side by side. Glue bound books are very easy to take apart. If you heat the book up a little bit, the spine, the cover will peel right off. The glue will get warm, and then the pages will pop right off. So these also really are pretty to frame in a nice, inexpensive 8x10 frame with a nice sheet of paper behind it. You can do some lovely gift making, or give somebody all the pieces and say, here, make some art for your walls. There should be no bare walls in a house anywhere. The seahorses looking at each other. I like playing around with those guys. The dragonflies now, 4 of them instead of the 2. I like that. That was pretty clever. Clever. I have 2 books to go at this point. Sunflowers, I think. Flowers, daisies. Then without the texture. And then with the name of the book on it to make it easy to share it and not have to type in the whole long bloody name. That's what the back pages are for, to share. I really like this house. I could move in there. Probably California is my guess. The fairy, but I didn't put the stained glass in. That surprises me on this book. We'll have to see in my other books if I actually put stained glass on the back. The Dragonflies with the title. Her with a face, a funny face. Her face is funny there. Her face is funny everywhere. Sometimes I leave them faceless. I prefer faceless because they look goofy. All right, so that's it. That's the end of this book. When is this? 2018 April. So there you have it. Another D. McDonald Design Stained Glass Coloring Book 3 for adults and gifted children. The link for Amazon is in the description. You just click on it and boom, takes you to the book. And look at how dirty my book is. I have greasy fingers. But it's that easy. You click that link, it will take you directly to the Amazon book that I just reviewed and looked through. I can't make it any easier than flying over to your house, getting your card, and buying it for you. I do what I can. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and if you can, buy a book, buy any book. Go and look at my entire collection of what's available on Amazon. It's amazingly big. And there's a new one coming out soon. It's arriving Sunday, I believe. This is, I don't know, Friday, 3/18/2022 is the time of this production.